Okay, finding the vertex. And we're going to have two different methods predominantly for finding the vertex. And it depends on the form of the quadratic. So in this standard form, where you can just kind of look at it, we've already talked about transformations. The vertex is going to be at h, because that's a value I can put in here to get 0. So that'll be at h, and it's going to be up k, or down if k is negative. But the vertex is going to be at hk, that's the form. A, the number in front of the parentheses, if it's greater than 0, will indicate that this parabola is opening up, so it'll be a U-shape up. And if it's a U-shape up, it means it has a bottom point. That bottom point would be the vertex, and it would indicate a relative min. Relative min occurs at where the x is, x equals h, and it will have a value of y equals k. In mathematics, x is where something occurs, y is what it is. So, if it's opening down, if a is negative, opening down, picture a parabola opening down, you have a topmost point, that would be a relative max. So an example of finding it in this form, f of x equals this. I know the vertex will be at negative 11 because that's what makes this 0 right there, plus 3. The negative 5 indicates it's opening down, so I'll have a relative max. The relative max will occur at negative 11 and have a maximum value of y equals 3. So 3 is going to be larger than or equal to all the other y values on that curve. So this is a nice form. A less nice form is this one. So ax squared plus bx plus c, we have our a, the b, and the c. To find the x value of the vertex, you're going to use this formula here, minus b over 2a. You'll notice that's something that's from the quadratic formula. If d is equal to 0, that's where this is coming from. And you're going to get this value and plug it back in for x to figure out what the y is. A still has the same meaning. The a right here would be the same. If it's negative, it's indicating it's opening down, relative max. Opening up for a positive would be a relative min. So an example here, pick off your a, b, and a c. X value would be minus b over 2a, so watch your signs. You've got to make sure you have the bottom in parentheses. Then that'll work out to be 3/2 or 1.5. Depending what you're doing, you can use either one. Typically, we're going to roll with the decimals here. Take the 1.5, that x value, and plug it back into the function. So every one of these x's becomes a 1.5. And when you simplify that out, y is equal to negative 6.5. So the vertex is at 1.5 and negative 6.5. Since a is negative, it's opening down. It indicates a relative max will happen at the x value, 1.5, and we'll have a value of negative 6.5. This y value here is bigger than all the other y values or equal to. Okay, so that's how you find relative mins and maxes with quadratic, or how you find your vertex.